If the war between the United States, Israel, and Iran escalates tonight, the first battlefield will not be Tehran or Tel Aviv. It will be the network of American and allied military bases spread across the Middle East. From Bahrain and Kuwait to Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, these bases sit within range of Iran's expanding arsenal of ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and long-range drones. So the real question is not whether Iran can launch missiles. The real question is whether regional defenses can absorb repeated waves of strikes while keeping those bases operational. Because in modern warfare, losing a base for even a few hours can change the balance of the entire conflict. When people imagine war between the United States, Israel, and Iran, they often picture airstrikes on cities or large military battles at sea. But modern conflicts rarely begin that way. Instead, the first objective is often infrastructure. Military bases are the operational backbone of any campaign. They launch aircraft. They coordinate surveillance. They house missile defense systems. They store fuel, weapons, and logistics. If those bases are disrupted, even temporarily, the entire tempo of military operations slows down. And Iran understands this dynamic very well. For years, Iran's military doctrine has focused on developing long-range strike capabilities, specifically designed to threaten U.S. and allied bases across the region. Iran has spent decades investing heavily in missile technology. Unlike many countries that prioritize large air forces, Iran has emphasized missiles as its primary strategic weapon. Today, Iran operates one of the largest missile arsenals in the Middle East. This arsenal includes short-range ballistic missiles capable of striking targets within neighboring countries, medium-range ballistic missiles able to reach Israel and U.S. installations across the Gulf, and increasingly sophisticated drones that can travel long distances while carrying explosive payloads. These systems allow Iran to project military pressure far beyond its borders without relying on traditional air power. But range alone does not determine the effectiveness of a missile threat. Three factors matter most: volume, accuracy, and timing. In a potential war scenario, Iran's goal would not necessarily be to destroy every base outright. Instead, the strategy would likely focus on saturation. Saturation attacks involve launching large numbers of missiles and drones simultaneously. The objective is to overwhelm defensive systems. Missile defense networks like Patriot batteries, Arrow interceptors, and other systems are highly capable, but they still operate within limits. Every interceptor fired reduces the available inventory, and if enough incoming threats appear at once, some missiles may slip through the defensive shield. Even a few successful strikes can create disruption. Runways can be cratered. Fuel storage facilities can be damaged. Command buildings can be temporarily disabled. The real effect is not just destruction. It is operational interruption. Geography plays a crucial role in this conflict. The United States operates a network of bases throughout the Middle East. Some are large permanent installations. Others are smaller forward operating locations. Major bases exist in places such as Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, the United Arab Emirates. Jordan, these bases allow the U.S. military to project air power quickly across the region. Aircraft can launch within minutes. Surveillance systems monitor airspace continuously. Naval forces coordinate operations with land-based command centers. But this geographic distribution also means many of these installations lie within missile range of Iran. which makes base defense a critical priority. To protect these installations, the United States and its allies rely on layered missile defense systems. Layered defense means multiple systems working together at different ranges. Some intercept threats at long distance, others engage missiles closer to their targets. This layered approach increases the probability that incoming missiles will be intercepted. Systems like Patriot batteries track incoming threats using radar. Intercept missiles are then launched to destroy hostile projectiles in the air. Israel's defense systems, including the Arrow and David Sling systems, provide additional coverage for regional partners. But even the most advanced defense systems cannot guarantee perfect protection. Missile defense reduces risk. It does not eliminate it entirely. Because no defense is perfect, modern military planning focuses heavily on resilience. Resilience means the ability to continue operating even after taking damage. For military bases, resilience involves several strategies. Aircraft may be dispersed across multiple airfields rather than concentrated in one location. Critical infrastructure may be hardened or buried underground. Runway repair teams are trained to restore damaged runways quickly. Pre-positioned materials allow crews to fill craters and resume flight operations within hours. These preparations ensure that even if missiles strike a base, operations can continue. Another key element of base defense is logistics. Missile defense systems rely on interceptors. Aircraft require fuel and maintenance. Radar systems need constant monitoring. If a conflict stretches over several days or weeks, supply chains become essential. Interceptors must be replenished. Repair crews must rotate. Equipment must remain operational despite continuous pressure. This turns missile warfare into a logistical contest. The side that can sustain operations longer gains the advantage. Several possible escalation scenarios could emerge in a war between the United States, Israel, and Iran. One scenario involves limited missile strikes intended to send a signal without triggering full-scale war. Another scenario involves coordinated waves of missiles targeting multiple bases simultaneously. This type of attack would aim to stretch defensive systems across the region. A third scenario could involve the use of drones alongside missiles to increase pressure on defensive networks. Each scenario carries different risks. Can regional bases remain operational under sustained missile pressure? Modern missile warfare also has a psychological dimension. If bases remain operational despite repeated attacks, it sends a signal of resilience. It demonstrates that military operations can continue despite incoming threats. But if bases are forced to halt operations, even temporarily, the perception of vulnerability increases. That perception can influence political decisions, military planning, and public confidence, which is why both sides pay close attention to the visibility of military operations during escalation. As tensions continue to rise, missile technology and base defense will remain central to the balance of power in the region. Iran will continue developing longer-range missiles and more capable drones. The United States and its allies will continue expanding defensive systems and strengthening base resilience. This technological competition will shape the next phase of the conflict, because modern wars are no longer defined only by battlefield clashes. They are defined by networks, infrastructure, and the ability to sustain operations under pressure. The War between the United States, Israel, and Iran may involve aircraft, naval forces, and ground operations. But in the opening phase of escalation, the decisive contest may revolve around something much more specific: missiles in the sky, defenses on the ground, and whether the region's military bases can continue operating under the pressure of sustained strikes. Because in modern warfare, operational continuity often matters more than the first explosion.